Welcome, brothers and sisters, and may God bless you for taking out time to be here to listen to the Word of God. And welcome to the second part of Be Representatives of Christ. And today we will be learning from the three representatives of Christ, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. And by God's grace, today's study will be uplifting and inspiring and will help us to be firm in the Lord, to be firm, to stand fast, to stand firm in faith. And we will learn from the book of Daniel, chapter 3, verse 24 and 25. Here it says, Then Nebuchadnezzar the king was astonished, and rose up in haste, and spake, and said unto his counselor, Did not we cast 3 men bound into the midst of the fire? They answered and said unto the king, True, O king. He answered and said, Lo, I see 4 men loose, walking in the midst of the fire, and they have no hurt, and the form of the fourth is like the Son of Man. Praise be to God. We see an amazing rescue of God. Just a short summary to why this is happening and how it came to pass. King Nebuchadnezzar set up a image of gold, and he sent forth decree. He commanded that everyone in the kingdom in Babylon are to bow down to that image of gold. And a herald was made, a cry was made that at the sound of the instrument, the musical instrument, everyone is required to bow down, to fall down and worship that image of gold. And if somebody does not, then that person, that individual, or that group will be cast into the burning fiery furnace. And as per the commandment, as per the decree, the sound was made, and all of them, most of them bowed down. But the Chaldeans noticed that these 3 young Hebrew faithful boys, they didn't fall down and worship that image of gold. And this thing was reported to King Nebuchadnezzar. And when he heard this report, he was angry, and he commanded that these 3 young boys be brought to him. And these 3 young boys were brought in front of him. And King Nebuchadnezzar is talking with them, he's conversing with them, and he is telling them that you will be given one more chance. Now, again, the sound will be made with this musical instrument, and if you bow down, then you will be spared. If you bow down, you will have your life, and if not, then you will be thrown into the burning fiery furnace. But these faithful of the Lord, these faithful ones said, If that is your decree, if that is what you say, then may it be known to you that the God that we serve is able to save us, is able to rescue us, is able to deliver us. And may it be clear to you, they said, that even if He does not save us, we will not bow down to you. And when King Nebuchadnezzar heard these statements from them, he got very furious, he got very angry, and he commanded that the burning furnace be increased 7 times more, the intensity of the fire be increased 7 times more. And as the command, it was done. And he commanded the kingdom's mighty men to bound these 3 young boys and to throw them into the burning fiery furnace, which was 7 times more than the usual. And when we read, we find that those who went to throw these 3 young Hebrew boys, they died because of the heat of the burning furnace. But Lord was faithful. The way these 3 young boys were faithful to the Lord appeared and He saved them. He rescued them. And when we read, we find that there was something that got burned, and though something was the rope with which they were bound. But those 3 young Hebrew boys had no sign of being burned. They were perfectly fine. They were perfectly protected by the one who is perfect. It was amazing because these three Hebrew boys were the representatives of God, the faithful of God. And God, in His faithfulness, saved them, protected them. And something that got burnt was the rope. That rope belonged to Babylon. Rope belonged to Babylon. What belonged to Babylon got burned, but what belonged to the Lord was rescued, was saved. It's a big lesson for all of us. Big lesson for all of us. That only the things of this world will be burned. A time will come when we will be brought into trials, into the trial of these kinds of burning fiery furnace. And if we are not faithful to the Lord, if we're not firmly connected to Him, we will burn because we will be worldly. Because only the worldly, only the thing of the Babylon got burned. And if you are in the Lord, if you are faithful to the Lord, you will be protected, you will be saved. Your protection, your security, your providence depends upon your connection, your close relation with the Lord. How is your connection with the Lord? How is your connection with the one whom you represent? Are you representing Him correctly, or you are just representing Him in words? You say, "Oh, I am Christians," but you're not really in deed, but only in words. If we say, "I am the representative of Christ," let us represent Him correctly. Let us stand firm no matter what the test may be. A time will come, people will choose either to fall down and worship these image, the worldly things, or you will be killed, or you will be thrown into the burning fiery furnace. A time will come, and the ones who will respond that no matter what happens, we will not bow down to these worldly things, will be the ones, those who will be the true representatives of Christ, because they know that the one they represent, the one to whom they belong, will save them, will protect them, will secure them. Do you have that confidence as these three young Hebrew boys, that the Lord Almighty will save you, will protect your life? The God that we serve is Almighty. He is able to do much more than we can even imagine. In our imagination, we can't even imagine how much He can do. He spoke the world into existence. His word is so powerful that things come into existence. If you be faithful to Him, He will speak for you. And if He speaks for you, things will be done for you. Nothing, even if the whole world come against you, they will not win over you, but you will be the winner. The Lord will make you victorious. Are you representing Christ? Are you representing the one to whom you belong rightly? Because when you don't represent to whom you belong rightly, you misrepresent Him. You misrepresent Him. And it's a painful thing. It's a painful thing. Because He is a perfect and holy one. But by your misrepresentation, you saw Him as if He is imperfect. He is unholy. Let us represent Him the way He really is. Let us live a life of faith. Let us live a life of commitment. Let us stay committed to Him. Let us stay connected to Him. And He will do everything in time, everything He will do for us, everything He will provide for us, protection, security, and everything that we can't even think of. Let us stay committed to the Lord. And let us, like those three Hebrew young boys, say, We will serve the Lord and Lord alone, even if He will not be there to save us and protect us. We will accept His will. We will live according to His will. Be the right and true representative of Christ. May God bless you.